Oh, make this video before I go to bed, man. I done recorded 3 videos already, and I keep having to do another one because updates keep happening. So, the last video, I'm gonna just start there. The last video that I did was basically me talking about what I'm going to be doing next year. So, I was pretty much talking about how this year pretty much has been a huge roller coaster, man, and I had a I had some huge drops, but I spent a longer time slowly coming back up. Um, so basically, man, I had I was talking about how I stayed away from my channel for a while. I purposely stayed away because I know I talked about how I didn't mind talking about my consistencies and my inconsistencies and my progress and failures and all that. Because, I'm not perfect. This is a journey. This is going to be a struggle, in order to overcome, which is fine. That's what comes with it. But this year, it just seemed like it was more down than up, or at least whenever the down did happen, it was such a dramatic drop that, it just felt like the work that I put in just pretty much just meant nothing. That's not true, however, but, that's how I felt at the moment, or moments, because they were pretty much happening all year. And the progress that I've made is when I was dealing with you can see I'm still in a truck, so I'm a truck driver still. So I ended up driving earlier for a close friend of mine. Coming to find out, he was a scammer. So I pretty much got hit hard on that one. Then I got with a company I'm with now that has been helping me a lot getting out of, my situations that I was in. It was a slow climb up, but I've been slowly knocking things off my list and slowly getting out of that hole. So, took a huge loss, two huge losses this year that's been taking me pretty much all year to try to recover from. And because of that, I spent a lot of time, instead of using my money that I was making to keep buying me fruit, so I can keep juicing and reading up on my herbs, I pretty much used that money to catch up with, our living situation. And so because of that, I have not been consistent with my detox. I kind of been just taking whatever, just eating whatever. I've been juicing lately though. I bought a new juicer. The last video I was talking about how after I caught up with all of my, well, not all, but after I caught up with the debt I was behind, with rent and everything, and now I'm finally caught up with that. That was good news. The next step was to get me a car within the next few weeks. So I haven't uploaded that video because I ended up getting a car yesterday. So 2 weeks earlier than what I planned. So that's good news. So the other thing I was talking about was I felt like I needed to get out of the truck and give me a regular 9 to 5 just to have a steady schedule so I can continue to do what I really need to do. And I'm not going to say that that's not true. But what I will say is this position that I'm in has been constantly getting me out of my situations that I've been in, and I still got some more holes to dig out of. So I don't really want to leave just yet. I do plan on leaving trucking eventually, obviously, but leaving this for another gig that I could have gotten. They called me today, but I'm gonna wait. Because I was coming to find out I was really overwhelming myself because let me now I'm gonna sit up. So being sunlight. So being self-educated or doing my own set of just my own research is very broad, right? So I have to study pretty much everything. Anatomy, so that's starting from the whole organ, pretty much, or the system, and then going into cell biology, and then learning about proteins and enzymes, and just going into biochemistry and then chemistry. It's just everything from the macro to the micro, from the organ to the element, to the atom. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, especially when you learn that there are biased peer-reviewed articles that are not meant to be trusted, and you don't really know that until you read. And because I'm still new in that area, I'm not really able to tell the difference for the most part. So when I see a website that has biased peer reviews, I usually stay away from them. Not to say all of them is like that, but it's like, until I learn more, I don't even want to risk reading something that may not be true. But I'm starting to have a little bit of an understanding on what it is that I need to look out for. But anyway, it's so much that goes into these studies that when I had time to work out, I chose not to, because I felt like I was so far behind on my studying that I wanted to choose to make that time to study. And that didn't work for me, because not only am I not detoxing because of the financial position I was in at these times, but I'm also not working out. That pretty much backfired. Now, make sure I don't miss anything. So that was happening. I'm saying that because I decided, so thinking about next year, this year was such a roller coaster. I needed to get some progress, because this channel obviously is based on me showing before and after, dealing with my blood test, and of course updates on my x-rays to show that my research was correct and my experiments on myself is working, and I'm actually making progress, which one day when I actually do reverse health issues going on in my body, I can use this channel to hopefully see how far I can get in being certified, and using that to being part of, to start my own business. Because even though you can start your own LLC in Texas and do whatever you want, pretty much, that doesn't mean that you're going to get it. And I don't want to be telling people medically on what to do, and I haven't even fixed my own body. I just don't think that makes sense. So that's what the channel was based on. So because this year was so crazy, I thought about next year. I thought about my biochemistry degree that I'm trying to get, where my GPA from high school wasn't high enough to take the classes. So I'm taking taking classes to help me build my credit so I can finally start taking that degree. I got that going on. And of course, 4 years, because I'm about to be 36 next month. So me taking that, I'll be 40 when I graduate, 41 because of that extra year with the master's, which is what I'm trying to do still. I got that going on. Then I got my fitness and nutrition certification I haven't finished yet, which I need to go ahead and get started on that this Friday, which is tomorrow. I'm going to pay that last $75 so I can finish that final exam. And that certification really isn't a big certification. I only got it because I was going to go in business for myself, and I know people will listen to people that got some kind of title. So if I have some kind of certifications, you know, of course my knowledge is way more than what the certification is, but you know, that's what that was. But that was a lower class certification. The one I'm doing now, I recently signed up for, is a certified nutrition coach, certified personal trainer, and all of the bells and whistles that come with that, and then some. Is going to be like a total of like 4 or 5 certifications with the whole package, along with, you know, dealing with sports, you know, professional athletes, just that be qualified to deal with that. Of course, my body has to match, which is what I'm really working on, but I still want to get those certifications. This is highly accredited. It will give me access to pretty much every gym in America, and then some. So anybody from a retired athlete all the way to the average Joe, I'll be certified and educated enough. Now, with my own education I've done outside of these things, I still find my knowledge that I have been doing over the last year being very beneficial, because I was able to look at what I'm going to be learning, and things that I've learned can actually contribute to what I'm going to be learning in that. Things I've already learned, which I'll be able to easily run through some things, and then other categories that can add on top of that to make my intelligence even more beneficial. So pretty much to sum it up, I'm going to be spending all next year racking up certifications. I'm even going to go ahead and get set up with getting my herbalist certification, just to get something going on. I've been checking out a few of them that I really like. That's very important. Pretty much right up the alley of what I'm already learning. So yeah, I've been off the channel, man, because this year was so crazy. I didn't want to keep uploading inconsistent videos, you know. So I just said I'll just stay off until I get everything in order. And I'm still getting out of situations. It's taking me a minute. You know, you can lose everything real fast, but it'll take a process to get it back. So it's been hell, but I've been slowly knocking things off my list and getting out of them. So what I have, because I just started doing the classes. So I would say this: focusing on just, you know, on just the certifications and learning what I have to learn. I'll say this: it's I can see I have a different perspective, or maybe this is something that people already thought about. I don't know, but doing this, I realize what the difference is between self-educated research and going to get a degree or a certification. You're really paying for the organization, like gathering. Oh, phone about to die. Hold on. There we go. So you're really paying for the gathering of information, where you don't have to, because like being self-educated, you kind of really don't know what to look for, because you don't know. You gotta start digging, and then you'll see what you need to do, and then you start, you know, doing what you gotta do. So with the degrees and these certifications, from my understanding, you're really just paying for somebody to just gather the information for you, so you don't have to scramble all over the place, you know, and the labor that comes with it, you know, and of course the level of education that you're gathering from, like PhD professors and masters, you know, that's pretty much what that is. Breaking it down in detail like that makes me look at degrees a little bit different, because it also let me know that you should not be depending on your degree or your certification. What I mean by that is, you didn't handpick everything that you're learning about that you signed up for. So even after you get your degree or your certification, there's still so much to know. You're going to be missing out, if you just stick to what you was taught, through the program, and then that's it. You're still going to have to do your own set of, independent research all the time. So me noticing that, I felt a little better, because it took a lot for me to sign up for this certification, because I didn't realizing how many categories of science I was going to have to let go just to stick to this certification. I didn't want to do it. But I thought about the future. I'm like, man, this year was rocky. I haven't really gotten nowhere. I really didn't make a lot of progress at all. Really, I didn't even make 30% progress at all with my knowledge, man. So I felt like this year fell short, and I got some making up to do. Thinking about the future, I need to just get myself in the door. So while I'm getting these certifications in fitness and nutrition and herbalism, these things will open doors for me so I can get out of the truck and cross into a field that I really want to do, while still doing my own research and experiment on myself, because I got a lot of work to do. But at least I'll be able to get out of this and then go into something that I really want to do. So that's how I want to go out. So all next year, I'm just racking up certifications. That's all I'm doing. So because of that, I may not be on here a lot, which I haven't been at all really like that this year, but this time for real, because by me only focusing on studying what I need to study to pass these classes to get my certifications, I'm not going to have time to keep doing side studies to finish my PowerPoints, because I was supposed to do the vitamin D deficiency based off my my episode 2 for the Food is Medicine. And then I also made a video talking about how I was going to put the vitamin D PowerPoint on hold, because there were people on both my sides of the family and close friends that have type 2 diabetes, or that was in risk of having it. And because my blood test shows that I was almost in risk, either you have it or you're at risk or you don't have it. I was like 0.1 away from being at risk. So I feel like, well, you know what? If I can learn this will help me help a lot of other people around me. So I chose to skip the line with the type 2 and get in front of the vitamin D, and then do that PowerPoint instead. I'm not done with that one, but I was working on it, and now I'm not going to be able to do it right now. I'm going to have to put the self-education research aside right now, so I can capitalize and spend all my energy on knocking out these certifications as fast as I can. Even with my other channel, with the Odyssey.com, where that channel was basically a PowerPoint channel based on melanin. And the first episode I released a couple of days ago was about melanin and medicine, on how, what happens to your melanin when you take these medications. And, I got the PowerPoints, I got the articles, the science experiments, I'm breaking that down, showing how the medical industry and the food industry is very aware of what's happening. And that channel dealing with melanin, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that one. I kind of want to do one more. I already got the PowerPoint ready. There's just a book that I had to buy in order to learn something, because I did some research and I got hold of a yearbook, an old yearbook from a medical school, a very popular medical school, that there were some things in there that I needed to understand so I can really break it down. I bought the book, I got it with me, so once I read this book, I'll be able to decode when I'm looking at, and then I'll go ahead and do that PowerPoint. But after I do that one, then because I got 7 PowerPoints that I was sitting on for like the last 2 years, and it took me like a year and a half to do. So I'm going over it one time to see if I need to make any updates before I drop it. So it's pretty much done. So the update I've made since I've been sitting on it was buying a book. So once I buy that book, once I read that book, if I got an understanding where I could just drop it, then I'll do that. And then I'll work on the next one. I'm better off getting the melanin channels done before I can do any more YouTube PowerPoints dealing with myself. That's pretty much where I'm getting at. Because I still want to be able to do something, but I'm not going to force it. What's the most important thing for me to do next year is get these certifications. So that's pretty much the update. What I've noticed is this. The last couple of days of me just focusing on the certifications, I have had more free time mentally. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I kind of be wasting and scrolling on YouTube, because I've never had this much I don't remember when the last time I had this much free time. Like, I'm always trying to learn something. I may take a break from learning because my brain hurts, whatever, but outside of that, I'm studying and researching pretty much all day. So now I got so much free time on my hands, it's like I don't know what to do with it, which could be a good thing, because I get to spend more time getting back into my music. Which I have been. I'm going to start recording starting this Sunday. I could also use that time to make sure that I do my proper workouts, because I've studied kinesiology, like as far as everything dealing from my knee to my shoulder. I've studied and learned about pretty much every muscle from my knee to my shoulder, even the cartilage, joints, the bones, all that. And I did that so I can come up with my own custom workout based off my own physical conditions, so I can realign my body, which made me certified in the physician, category. So, I got to put that down a little bit, but not really, because I'm going to be learning that with the certifications and going a whole lot more deeper. So, there's some things I won't be able, I won't drop everything. I got so used to holding on to everything, man. It's like now I'm letting it go. It's like, but it was overwhelming me because of the schedule that I have being a truck driver. There's no set schedule with this. There's no set schedule. So, I kind of find myself not being able to sleep because my brain won't calm down, and then I end up being really fatigued when it's time to go to work. So maybe taking that was a good thing, just take it away from me, because I get to use more time to relax my body so I can calm down and properly get some sleep. And because that was affecting my detox as well. Drinking energy drinks so I can stay up, man, that's tearing up my kidneys. I'm just going through, I haven't been on here in a while. So I'm also trying to touch on all of my videos in order that I kept having to redo or do over, because I'm touching on what I was giving an update on the previous one that actually happened. Now I gotta do another one. So this is it. I don't have any more updates, not from my understanding. I'm not leaving right now. I'm gonna stay here for a while. I'm gonna stay here, even till next year. This is helping me. I'm not going nowhere. I want to experiment. One thing I learned with starting off with this personal trainer certification, man, I had to do a simulation where I was the personal trainer and I had to ask certain questions and get information from the client in order to really understand what their motivation is, so I can build around that to encourage that person to make adjustments versus taking over and telling them what they should do. That's not how it works. And during the simulation, what I noticed is I'm the client. They were sitting down for work. Their job is to sit at home or sit down at a desk all day or work from home on a laptop. I'm sitting down all day driving trucks. When they do have free time, is kids or whatever the case may be. I don't have any children right now, but I got other responsibilities. So it's like I found myself to be very similar with that client, and the way that it was designed, man, was to really, it made me realize that I wasn't really giving it my all like I thought I was. There's adjustments that I can make to cater to the little windows that I do have. But now that I've taken so much time away from doing the independent research, I got so much time on my hands, I don't know what to do mentally, so I can use time doing other things. Maybe that in the last 2 days I've noticed when I'm done driving, I'm not exhausted. I still be having energy. So I was wearing my body down thinking and studying all day. So now I don't really have to do that. I can use this time to work out like I could be doing right now, but I gotta take a nap. I got like 3 hours before I gotta get up and drive. So I'm gonna take a little nap, man. But nah, I mean, I want to give it a go. You know, I didn't realize what was coming with it. You know, so I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. So I may still give updates. I don't know what updates I'm going to give, but I'm still going to be able to do some updates for you guys. Maybe I'll do some updates about what I learned from my classes. You know, not going into the certain classes and going through, you know, showing anything, because I don't want to violate anything. But if I can give a little summary, you know, just to throw some jewels out there, then I'll definitely do that. Some of these things, like I said, I already studied, I already knew, so that let me know I was going down the right direction, that my research was correct. I'll say that. But yeah, so that's it, man. I've done everything I can do now. I'm finna go ahead and take a nap. And man, I'll see y'all whenever. I don't know. Will I record my workouts just so I can, because I still need to at least record my 2 workouts, my upper body workout and my lower body workout. The lower body workout is everything pretty much from the waist down. And my upper body workout is pretty much everything from the waist up, or I would say the hips up. I got everything designed, from the aerobic exercise to the anaerobic, the orders, the stretches, the activation exercises, and the actual workouts. I got it all designed, you know, and I'm going to be breaking down the muscles on why I'm choosing this exercise and what it's going to do for my body based on what's going on with me. So I still need to record that video. And what I noticed is, because I did the lower body one time, but I didn't record it. I wanted to see how far I can get. And that, man, I don't even think I finished it. I think I had to make some adjustments, because 2 of the ones I had that was on the activation workout, I actually had it on my actual workout too. So I did it once in a different way for the activation, and then I did it again for the workout. I just took it and just kept it for the activation. I ain't even put it in both. So yeah, that was killer. When I get better, in better shape, I'll be able to cross it over if I don't come up with anything new. But that was heavy, but it's definitely effective, and I am excited about it. So I still got to do that video. I just don't know if I'm going to do it live or if I'm going to pre-record it. Battery wise and storage wise, I would benefit going live. But to really give it the proper detail, nah, I can do both. Well, yeah, because proper detail. Because if I go live, I was going to have my wife record me. But it's just, I would just rather do it myself, because it's going to take over, an hour, and you know, I don't want her to sit out there holding the phone like that. So I'll just go ahead and knock it out. But it's therapy though. It's physical therapy. You know, not everything requires weights. Not everything requires a heavy workout. There's certain ways to do things. You know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I don't think it took hours. Probably like 40 minutes. But anyway, I can be rambling. I don't really talk to nobody, so I'm finna get off of here. If you got any questions or comments, or you want to update me with anything, if you know any good, herbalist schools or courses, hit me up. Let me know. I don't talk to nobody. My inbox not flooded. I'm pretty much by myself. I don't talk to nobody, so I'll get the message easy. As soon as I get the notification, I'm gonna check it out. And if you just want to just bounce some information, man, I'm always willing to talk. I'm open. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Peace.